Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tennessee Titans. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd down at 5. They'll try the left side. It's Mitchell. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, a new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And now they'll throw with Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Lance. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. And they'll get this down to the 10.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. The give to Henry. Room here to run. Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it, can't afford any more missteps, though. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open, just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I know this made me jump in the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. But those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll dump that one off to Mitchell. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now Lance.
He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Beautiful throw right there on 3rd down, and it looked like this was going to be 6 points, but a nice touchdown-saving tackle at the end of this. Even still, this offense is knocking on the door now with a 1st and goal at the 1.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Elijah Mitchell
with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
85 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pass incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
It's a gain of a yard. And this is 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Titans 7.
And looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
To throw is Jackson.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This is taken at about the 14.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And out across midfield down to the 45.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. but how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle if you bring your tight end.
And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Now Jackson. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Play action. Now Jackson. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Again, he finds more. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to make this a close game again. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Dancing to his left. That's complete out left to Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 111 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate. On 1st down, Lance.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Throwing is Lance on third down.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Lance again.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack.
Lance, that's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Lance looking to throw it.
He completes this to Russell Gage. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. As he's tackled at the 15.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with.
First down and much more for Henry. And how about that for just running out the clock? Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They go play action now. Jackson. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Both these teams, no doubt, making their final halftime adjustments as we speak. And for the call of the second half, we get it back out to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Derrick Henry. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. You got to give him strong consideration for MVP, Tom.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
162 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts. While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer. He's a physical guy.
Touchdown, Titans! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Now a play fake. Lance. That's swung out to Mostert.
First down and a little extra for Mostert. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
To throw, it's Lance.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 45-yard line.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Sliding out of the pocket. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown 49ers. Russell Gage with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
Smallwood on the return.
And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. First down and much more for Henry. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big hitter there from deep in their own territory. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. And when he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson now. Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. Man open, here's Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Mitchell. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now on 2nd and 13, Lance. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
And Lance going to throw.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now it's Henry. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the counter, it's Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On 3rd down, Henry. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Jackson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Broken tackle. 1st down and much more for Henry. Derrick Henry all alone. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs to keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
They're looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. Now Lance.
And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Touchdown! Russell Gage, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Niners are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. So that drive there, CD, a good response, and that might be the one that gets them to the finish line, a comfortable lead.
Yeah, and that's all about not letting the team back into a game because they just gave up a touchdown. It was back to a 2-score game, and anything can happen in that situation. But instead, they came through with a really terrific drive right there that ended in 6. So you like to slam the door on teams? In this case, they're trying to lock it as well.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Again, it's Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A first down carry for Henry. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They'll run on first down. Henry. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And shedding through the tackle. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
A handoff running left, Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win